Here's how each suggested subject ties into the aspects of the new human being model. 1. Critical thinking and holistic understanding. New human being model aspect, knowledge and understanding, explanation. This subject ties into the aspect of knowledge and understanding by encouraging students to think critically and holistically. It promotes a deeper comprehension of subjects and their real-world applications, moving beyond rote memorization to foster intellectual curiosity and lifelong learning. 2. Emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. New human being model aspect. Compassion and engagement. Explanation. Emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills align with the model's focus on compassion and engagement. By developing these skills, students learn to empathize with others, communicate effectively, and engage in meaningful relationships, both personally and professionally. 3. Balanced assessments and lifelong learning. New human being model aspect, balance and regeneration. Explanation. This subject supports the balance and regeneration aspect by promoting a more balanced approach to education, where the emphasis is on continuous growth rather than on short-term achievements like test scores. It encourages students to value learning for its own sake and to develop a resilient mindset. 4. Purpose-driven careers and real-world applications. New human being model aspect. Creation and expansion. Explanation. This subject ties into the creation and expansion aspect by helping students connect their academic learning to potential career paths and real-world applications. It encourages students to explore their passions and creativity, expanding their horizons and preparing them for purposeful careers. 5. Equity and justice in education. New human being model aspect. Equity and accountability. Explanation. Equity and justice in education directly relate to the equity and accountability aspect of the new human being model. This subject teaches students the importance of fairness and justice in educational systems, encouraging them to advocate for equitable access to resources and opportunities for all. 6. Integrative arts and sciences, new human being model aspect, balance and integration. Explanation. This subject embodies the balance and integration aspect by merging STEM with arts and humanities, promoting a well-rounded education. It helps students see the interconnectedness of different fields and encourages creative, critical thinking that is essential for addressing complex global challenges. 7. Mental health and well-being in education, new human being model aspect, compassion and regeneration. This subject ties into compassion and regeneration by emphasizing the importance of mental health and well-being. It encourages students to develop self-care practices and resilience, which are essential for maintaining balance and personal growth throughout life. 8. Personalized learning and self-discovery. New human being model aspect. Understanding and engagement. Explanation. Personalized learning and self-discovery align with the understanding and engagement aspect by fostering self-awareness and individualized education. This subject encourages students to engage deeply with their learnings by pursuing paths that reflect their unique interests and strengths. Conclusion. By tying each suggested subject into the aspects of the new human being model, we can create a comprehensive educational framework that not only addresses the current challenges in the school system, but also nurtures the whole student. This approach fosters a balanced, compassionate, and sustainable mindset, preparing students to thrive in college and beyond as well-rounded, thoughtful, and engaged individuals. Suggested subject titles and curricular materials for educating youth on the basic tenets of human spirit. Educating youth on the basic tenets of human spirit in being involves creating a curriculum that fosters self-awareness, empathy, resilience, and a deep understanding of one's connection to others and the world. This approach can help alleviate the 8 key challenges identified in the modern educational system. Below are suggested subject titles and corresponding curricular materials that address these issues. 1. Subject title, Critical Thinking and Holistic Understanding. Curricular materials, texts on critical thinking, philosophy, and integrative learning, e.g., Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, How to Think Like a Roman Emperor by Donald Robertson. Interactive modules that connect academic subjects with real-world issues. Case studies that encourage students to analyze problems from multiple perspectives. Alleviates outdated curriculum and teaching methods. Impact. This subject helps students develop critical thinking and holistic understanding, moving beyond rote memorization to meaningful learning that prepares them for complex, real-world problems. 2. Subject title, Emotional Intelligence and Interpersonal Skills. Curricular materials. Books and resources on emotional intelligence, e.g., Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Role-playing activities and group projects that build communication, empathy, and leadership skills. Workshops on conflict resolution, teamwork, and relationship building. Alleviates. Lack of emphasis on soft skills. Impact. This subject focuses on developing students' emotional intelligence, which is crucial for success in both personal and professional life, addressing the gap in soft skills education. 3. Subject title, Balanced Assessments and Lifelong Learning, Curricular Materials, Resources on Alternative Assessment Strategies, e.g. portfolios, student-led conferences. Books on the value of continuous learning and self-reflection, e.g. Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol S. Dweck. Examples of successful educational systems that use diverse assessment methods. Alleviates. Standardized testing pressure. Impact. By teaching students to value learning over test performance, this subject reduces the pressure of standardized testing and promotes a more balanced approach to education. 4. Subject title, Purpose-Driven Careers and Real-World Applications. Curricular materials, career exploration tools and resources, e.g. Designing Your Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans. Case studies of professionals who have aligned their careers with their passions and values. Internship and mentorship programs that connect students with real-world professionals. Alleviates. Insufficient career guidance and real-world applications. Impact. This subject helps students explore various career paths and understand how their education connects to real-world opportunities, leading to more informed and purposeful career decisions. 5. Subject title, Equity and Justice in Education. Curricular materials, books and documentaries on social justice and equity in education, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander, Educated by Tara Westover. Case studies on successful educational initiatives that address inequity. Role-playing scenarios that explore the challenges and solutions related to educational inequity. Alleviates. Inequity in access to resources. Impact. This subject educates students on the importance of equity and justice, encouraging them to advocate for fair access to educational resources for all, regardless of their background. Number 6. Subject title, Integrative Arts and Sciences. Curricular materials, interdisciplinary resources that combine STEM with the arts and humanities, e.g. STEAM education models. Projects that require creative and critical thinking, such as designing sustainable communities or solving environmental challenges through art and science. Collaborative workshops that encourage students to explore the connections between different fields of study. Alleviates. Overemphasis on STEM without arts and humanities. Impact. This subject ensures a balanced education by integrating the arts and humanities with STEM, fostering well-rounded individuals who can think creatively and critically. 7. Subject title, Mental Health and Well-Being in Education. Curricular materials, books and resources on mental health and well-being, e.g. The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin, The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. Meditation, mindfulness, and stress management practices incorporated into the daily school routine. Access to mental health professionals and peer support groups within the school environment. Alleviates. Mental health and well-being neglect. Impact. This subject provides students with the tools to manage stress, build resilience, and maintain their mental and emotional well-being, which is crucial for long-term success and happiness. 8. Subject title, Personalized Learning and Self-Discovery. Curricular materials, resources on personalized education models, e.g. Montessori, project-based learning, and personalized learning technologies. Tools for self-assessment and reflection that help students identify their strengths, interests, and learning styles. Individualized learning plans and mentorship programs that guide students in pursuing their personal and academic goals. Alleviates lack of personalized learning. Impact. This subject supports students in understanding themselves better, encouraging them to take ownership of their education and pursue paths that align with their unique talents and interests. Conclusion. Integrating the basic tenets of human spirit and being through these subjects and curricular materials can significantly enhance the modern educational system. By addressing the challenges of outdated methods, inequities, and the lack of personalized, balanced, and holistic education, these subjects prepare students not just for college, but for life. They foster a deeper connection to oneself and the world, ensuring that students emerge as compassionate, thoughtful, and capable individuals ready to contribute meaningfully to society.